Um, we're basically going to watch what I call self-farming. Okay, you can see these guys here. They've got themselves all the way to the edge of the map, and they've also kind of surrounded themselves with a bunch of barriers, if you will, or just obstructions. And they found a couple mountains too that are kind of providing a bit of a protective wall. But you can see all they've got their shields down, and this is actually a gang. There's a gang. There's several guys here that are doing this. And these here are cities, okay, that are being harvested. And what they are is they're alternate accounts. And this will happen to you. You'll start over again a couple times, and you'll basically collect a bunch of alternate accounts. And you can see here they're putting their troops into these rams. And what they do is they drive these rams into these cities and then pull from them all of the resources, all of the wood, food, and iron, essentially. Okay, you can see there's still a few more going. That ram is still under production, though. You can see some guys at the top right there are kind of stuck. There's a graphic interface glitch going on or something. But, okay, so this right here is the ram. It's got 9 out of 15 people in it. Usually these groups will try to fill these rams up. You can see here comes the last 3 that are coming. I think that will be the last one. That's a black YS. Okay. Zank and who else is in this? Night Ranger. He's the other guy that's doing this here, I think. So in a second here, you'll see they'll drive this ram, which is kind of behind this city, but yeah, you can see there it's full. Oh, we got one more army coming in. And they'll drive it and basically hit one of their own cities, essentially. And you'll see all of these cities are Wii cities. Oh, there it goes. It looks like they're going to harvest Gandalf the White. Okay, you can see there's no wall defense right now. If you were just to attack this with troops, you would get virtually no resources from it. But by using a ram, you essentially get a lot of resistance. Oh, see that? He just brought it back. Okay, so he's probably got more than one device that he's using to control his main city and the troops that are in it, and then also the city that he is actually harvesting. So, and I know some people are kind of embarrassed that they do this, but like, really, I mean, everybody who's good at this game, or at least is a major player in this game, does this. Now, I personally don't do it. I have the cities to do it, actually. I've been kind of trying to get all of them under the same PH server so that I could do this a little better. Right now, my cities are kind of scattered. But essentially, what you need to start doing is, as you run into others of your cities, is start making sure that when server merge happens, you've got all of your cities under the same guild. That way they stay together, essentially. And that's kind of the key to getting all these guys together. And that's what these guys do. Is they will, right now, all these cities don't have any guild, the ones that they're harvesting at least. But at the end of the session, they'll bring all of these into the guild. And here we got another ram down here. They're filling up, which they'll take another city. Now, Dynick over there, he's probably the guy that's kind of like covering everybody, because I know he is running these rams. And if somebody was to come up and try to like raid these guys while they were doing this, he would probably attack them, because he's a pretty big player in the server. I think he's the 3rd largest player in the server. But yeah, we call it self-farming. The game developers have never said that this is taboo, so feel free to do it, and it will build up resources for you pretty quickly. It does take a tremendous amount of time to do. I know these guys have been working at this, I kid you not, for like 4 hours. Okay, so it's a pretty significant time commitment. You can see right there, they just put a structure to block that spot so that nobody can kind of come in and kind of raid their operation, so to speak. So here we got a few more troops coming, and then that ram will probably hit some other city. But as you can see, this is kind of how you do it. It's called self-farming, and you got to use rams for it. So you need to be in a guild that is strong enough to do it. And also, like, if you do get into a good guild, and you've got a couple of cities yourself that you want to start doing this, ask around in your guild and, like, ask a couple of your big players, like, hey, do you guys know anybody that does, self-farming? And maybe tag along and learn from them how to do it. I know these guys here have actually invited me to join them and to do this with them, and I probably will in the future once I get more of my cities under one banner. But all right, let's see if this ram, he's full now. Oh, there he goes. You see, he'll take this city right here. You see that wall, 166. There, if you were to attack it with an army, you get almost nothing because the city will disappear once the wall goes down. Whereas with the ram, every single troop gets to hit it. But there we go. All right, that's farming.